Suspended CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, may be exploring a plea bargain deal with the federal government. What more do you know about this development, Big Hill?
Some of the people that I've spoken with have pointed to that possibility. And sometimes when Nigerian officials tell you this is the reason why this has happened, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. We were told that that Emefiele was not arraigned this week because of the threat of attack on his person. The DSS, the police, and the army, if need be, should be able to provide the cover that Emefiele needs for him to be brought to court to answer to charges brought against him. To simply tell us that in the seat of power, you cannot bring a person to court because you got information that he will be attacked. You need to tell that to the Marines. People are not going to believe that. Some of my sources indicate that the possibility of a plea bargain is very high. And some are even saying that may be the reason he was not arraigned on the day. And just as the DPP has said, the DPP said that there is nothing wrong in a plea bargain, and that if they bring up such an application, that it will be gladly accepted. What really is plea bargain? A plea bargain is a legal process that allows a defendant charged with an offense in court, usually before the trial gets to the advanced stage, to plead guilty for a lesser crime, to plead guilty to a lesser crime in order to get a softer sentence. It allows him to plead guilty to a lesser crime in order to get a softer sentence. Emefiele has been suspended since June 9, and the day after his suspension, he was picked up. This particular case, I want to believe that they have a cast iron case against him. And this case, there is in this case, there is no option of fine if convicted. It's a case of 6.9 billion. It's a 6.9 billion case of conspiracy and contravention of the procurement law of our country. So I want to believe that the DSS and other security agencies have recovered all the cars that they bought, the money, the Emefiele's campaign vehicles, the Siennas, and all of them, the luxury cars. The question is, if you are not certain that you are going to be found guilty, why would you be making efforts to secure a plea bargain? Emefiele's plea bargain matter it's just like your son being accused of being an Indian hemp smoker. You then said, no, it's not possible, it's not possible. And then when you appeared before the school principal, your son admits to smoking Indian hemp. Yeah, admits to committing the offense. That is the nature of plea bargain. If you did not commit the offense, if you are certain that they cannot build a solid case against you, why would you want to ask for plea bargain? A lot of cases in our country have been decided in this manner because they know that once they enter into plea bargain, they will forfeit some of the money that they have stolen, and they will get what amounts to a slap in the wrist, a very easy sentence. Sometimes they will say, okay, you spent 2 or 3 months in detention. That is, you should just go. Those months that you spent in detention would constitute your punishment. You seen that done with Cecilia Ibru. Ibru didn't spend an extra day in detention. They took some money from him and then concluded that, oh, since he had been in detention for some time, you know, that was the end. There is also the matter of the former um, the former Controller General of Customs, Diko Inde. Diko Inde was being tried, and one unfaithful day, the Attorney General of the Federation at the time, um, Malami, just appeared in court and told the court that the federal government had decided to discontinue his matter because the law permits the Attorney General of the Federation to discontinue any criminal case without even asking questions from anyone. That's the sort of power that he has. So he just got to court. It was the EFCC that was brought up a matter before the court, and he came and said they were discontinuing the matter. Clearly, he will have taken the file from the EFCC and said was continuing the matter, and they got him to pay back some money. We have also seen the Accountant General of the Federation pay back about 40 billion from the reported 110 billion that he allegedly stole. They returned about 40 billion or so. I've not had the case come up in court since that hefty sum was refunded. So this is how the rich men roll in our country. And Emefiele looking at this sum, because I don't possibly know how Emefiele can escape this one. Because the claim is that he used his position to enrich a staff of the CBN. Of course, this is gross misconduct because that company belongs to a staff working with Emefiele. Such a contract shouldn't have been even awarded to her in the first place. But we saw that happened. And at this point, anything can happen the next time the case comes up. But would that be the end?
Yeah.
I know that so many cases, they are working on so many cases against this man. If he escapes one, he's not likely to escape another one. But this one now, because there is no option of fine, he knows that if they can prove the case against him, he's going to 5 years in prison. So without an option of fine. So I'm not surprised that these moves are being made, because I'm in Abuja and some of the people that I've spoken to are pointing to the possibility of this big gap again. 6.9 billion for Nigerians rich fat cats. It's not a lot of money. You can easily come up with it and avoid going to jail for 5 years. But it's unfortunate. If I have my way, plea bargain will not be part of our laws. People should go to jail where the offense that they committed require that they be put in jail, instead of finding a way to just do plea bargain and avoid going to jail. The poor man has no means of doing plea bargain. Once the poor man is caught, the full weight of the law is brought upon him and he goes to jail. But
that's right.
Rich people don't like going to jail. They rather come up with a plea bargain.
Absolutely.